you abide by
make
the
sure
law,
you don't
right?
piss on yourself, sir. Your shoes aren't shiny enough. Make sure you shine your shoes. Make sure you shine your shoes. Set an example for all these officers here. Why don't you do that? Why don't you lead by example?
Okay.
Why don't you lead by example?
You're free to do your business here, right? Did I say?
Is that what you're saying? No,
Did I say you guys cannot do your business here? Yes or no?
Well, yeah, you're telling us that we can't film, we can't.
Yeah.
Do that.
I'm saying-
Tell us to
yeah, I'm
come
saying-
over here.
Our official business
What
is
is your official business here?
our official business is just a way because we're out here exercising our right to keep you transparent.
Absolutely, man. You know what? LAPD is all about transparency now. As you see, we have our own cameras too. Okay, so I love this.
I'm not hiding anything, man.
I
You know,
know
I
that.
just want you to see I'm plain and simple, just like you, man.
Picture this: you return to a police station you passed months ago, only to watch the watch commander himself bolt from his desk, rally a squad of jaywalking deputies, and pull down the gates as if 2 cameras were a national security threat. Will a wall of badges silence one persistent auditor, or will the lens stay focused until the last shutter click?
Yes, we're taking photos of?
None of your business.
Okay, well, let's just check it out.
None of your business.
Hello. Can I talk to you for a second? Hello? Put your camera all you want. It doesn't bother me. Take pictures all you want.
Look at this shit.
Just taking photos. Can I help you?
Look at this bullshit.
Get my left side. I look better on the left. You need something? Enough? You need a nice clip. You usually do this every day to tie something? Alright, you're on the sidewalk.
Are you on the sidewalk?
What?
Are you on the sidewalk? No, you're not on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, I have this closing it right now. Okay.
Yeah, close it all up. Lock it all up because you guys are all scared. You guys are all with the weapons and you guys are scared of a camera.
Just make sure that you abide by
Make
the
sure
law,
you don't
right?
piss on yourself, sir. Your shoes aren't shiny enough. Make sure you shine your shoes. Make sure you shine your shoes. Set an example for all these officers here. Why don't you do that? Why don't you lead by example?
Okay.
Why don't you lead by
Follow the
example?
rules and the laws.
Why don't
okay?
you lead by
Then
example?
we'll be good.
What law am I breaking?
All right. You can't
What
do
law
what
have I
just
broken?
said. I'm telling you right
What
now.
law have I broken?
What I just
Why are
told
you asking me
You're not listening,
to
okay?
follow the law?
Take all the photos you want. It's a beautiful station. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
all
go
right?
away.
Okay.
Go away.
So take it easy here.
Go
we'll,
away.
we'll keep an eye on you. We got cameras too.
Yeah, good.
See
You
that
should.
right there? We'll
Then
watch
what are you
you.
scared of? What do you have fucking 8 officers out here for then?
This is our
You
police
got
station,
cameras.
Gary. Okay. This is traffic.
Yeah, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck
right.
up.
Yeah.
Go away. Guess they just never learned, guys. This is why we got to keep revisiting, even if you get a pass. Even if you get a pass, guys, this is exactly why we should keep visiting and leaving our mark behind, because next time they won't bother anybody. You gotta go rat me out, huh?
Oh, sir?
You gotta go tattletale, huh? Yeah, sounds foolish, huh?
Sir, you can
It sounds foolish, right?
Videotape all you want.
Sounds
but,
foolish, right?
just
Tattletaling on people at your
just
age?
understand that you can't
How old
cause
are you?
a disturbance, sir.
How old are
If
you?
you're causing a disturbance, you need to...
How old are you, sir?
Okay?
How old are you?
Just understand that.
How old are you, Tattletale? What's your name and badge number, sir, for the
And then if
record?
you need help, sign in. Take a seat.
Can I get your name and badge number for the record?
Sure. I'm Officer Cervantes, badge number 36807, a serial number actually.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man, go ahead and sign in, take a seat.
Look at the supervisor back there. This guy right here. This is how you guys represent your station, huh?
Audits aren't a one and done mission, they're a reminder. Each revisit stamps fresh case law onto the concrete. So know your crosswalks film from public space request badge numbers and let embarrassed gate shutters educate themselves on your dime, not theirs. Rights sharpen through repetition. Keep recording until the next pass is undeniable. And if you think yesterday's lesson ended at the curb watch, it echo across polished marble as we step inside LA's gleaming retail fortress. Walk into a polished Los Angeles mall and watch two casual videographers instantly labeled perverts, shadowed by security and chauffeured in a patrol cart to a wall-sized no filming sign only to flip the script with a single Supreme Court citation. Will mall policy outrank the First Amendment, or does case law slam the gate on that claim?
Right. Stalker! Pervert alert!
I want to know how much the meeting is.
Ask for their names. What's up, man?
I recognize you from YouTube.
Yeah, SGV News.
Dude, I follow you.
Oh yeah? Right on, man. Nice to meet you, man.
That's so awesome, man. I saw you from back there and I was like, dude, I know I know that guy is.
You're gonna be on YouTube, man.
And then I see this guy, I'm like, oh, they're first.
Yeah, that's AV Watchman. Subscribe to him. He's fucking badass. AV Watchman.
AV Watchman?
Yeah, he's in the Antelope Valley.
Okay. Yeah,
Right on, bro.
I follow all you guys in High Desert Community Watch.
Right on, brother.
All those guys.
Have a good one.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you, bro. There you go, supporter. What's your name, man? What's your name? You have a badge number? What's your badge number?
7045. Why?
What is it again?
Why?
Oh, because for the record, you guys are following us, so I just need to know who's following me. Frank?
No, we're not. Actually, it's against the moral policy. If you wanted to do filming here, you're allowed to do it, but you're gonna need.
No. We're not making movie production or commercials. Your policy doesn't trump our First Amendment rights to film here.
I mean, what I'm saying is you're allowed to film.
Yes.
You need proof from
No.
management office.
No, we don't. Your policy doesn't trump the First Amendment. It doesn't trump the law. So you guys should stop following us, because I'm gonna put a complaint that you guys are following us and harassing
We're not
us.
following anybody.
Yeah, you're following us.
We are getting phone call from people who works there. So you are
From who?
there.
From the post office?
Post office
No,
employees.
post office said that we were free to film.
So that's why I said
No,
that.
that's incorrect, because Joe from the post office told us that we were free to film.
Who say that?
Joe, he's
Joe?
the manager. Yeah, go talk to
The
him.
manager, and then we get on phone call. They say that you guys are female employees.
Yeah,
You know what
no.
I'm saying?
I mean, you can call the police. If you guys call the police, what's going to happen is they're going to educate you on the First Amendment
That's okay.
and the
We have
right
the
to film.
So we have the cameras everywhere, so we have the right.
Right, exactly. You guys are
Right.
filming us. Why wouldn't I be able to film while I walk around?
I mean, like I say, you have the right to film, but as a loser for management office, for this property, you have to get information from management office to make sure you're getting allowed to film anywhere you want to. You know what I'm saying? That you don't want to film, you can do anything you want.
I'll tell you this. There's a case law that says that we can film actually inside the mall, just as long as we're in a seating area where we can sit down, or there's anywhere we can eat. Those areas we can film. We can't walk around with a camera and film the stores and all the people and everything like that. People have the right to some type of privacy, their stores and stuff. They don't want it to be on the internet. But we can sit at a seating area where there's public access for people to sit down, and we can sit there and we can actually film. That is case law. And if you guys break the case law, we can sue the entire company.
Like I said, we not broke anybody's rules, so we goes by law,
It's not a law. No, the law says we can.
You know what I'm saying?
The law, that's where you're wrong, sir. Let me correct you, because the law says that we can. The law says we can. Your policy says that we can't, but the law says that we can. So your policy does not trump the First Amendment, or does it trump any law covered under the Constitution. See, so I'm just educating you today. Take that. I know what you're gonna say, because it's your policy and we're not supposed to, right? And we need permission. We need permission, right?
But
Yeah.
you need a proof from our management office. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying?
you're incorrect.
Check it out. He wants us to get in the vehicle
Yeah.
and go with him to the other side of the mall, because he wants to show us the policy.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna ride with him.
All right. Hell yeah. What? Are you serious?
You know,
What's your name, man?
I don't have to disclose my name. I just want to show you the policies.
Yeah, but what's your name?
I don't have to disclose my name, sir.
Okay.
I'll show you where the mall policies are.
Sweet, thank you.
No problem.
That doesn't trump the First Amendment, though.
It's private property, sir.
Yeah, but your policies don't trump the First Amendment, even if it is private property, because it's open to the public. You don't understand, sir. If it's open to the public, we're free to film.
If you're on private property, they could rescind the right for having people on here. They can issue a trespass.
Okay, they can, but if you're going to trump the First Amendment, then you're breaking the law. So do you want to break the law today?
The First Amendment only occurs to federal buildings and federal statutes.
That's not correct. That's not correct.
So it has nothing to do with state.
The states have their own laws, but this is private property work. You're telling me you're free to go and try someone else's property and film inside someone else's property without their permission?
If it's open to the public, if it's open to public space, we're able to film.
Or any other, it's someone's business. Because their business that say no filming inside. Are you still going to film in there?
Are they open to the public though?
They're open to the public, but they can still would take away that permission to have for you to be in there.
No, that's violating the Bain Act. That's violating the Bain Act. To refuse somebody's right to record their official business as they're patronizing a business, no matter if it's a business, personal, even if it's a personal property, private property.
Have you ever heard?
Is
this in front of the mall?
This is was one of the old fronts of the mall.
Oh, so this doesn't even apply anymore. Is this an entrance?
Yeah, this is one entrance. This is where the movie theater is at. The Westfield.
Yep, I don't think so. Photographs or videotaping on center property.
Look, in a intimidating or threatening manner. Hey, come read this. Obviously, we're not doing this intimidating or threatening.
But there's also
because you gave us your right. You're not inferior.
Nope.
No,
Thank you, sir. You proved your point. You proved your point. We're able to film just as long as we're not intimidating or threatening manner, or in a manner that compromises the safety or security of any individual or entity at the center. That's what it says right there. So we're going to go with that. Thank you for showing that.
One of the things they say that for security.
Thank you.
For security aspect,
badge number.
Before 9/11, people went around. They filmed the area.
No.
Before 9/11.
Yes.
How old are you? How old were you in 9/11?
Say it again.
Wow.
I want to hear it. I really do.
Wow.
Guys, this is private property.
So you're profiling us as terrorists now.
Huh?
You think you were doing terrorist acts now. You're accusing us of contributing to terrorist acts. That's what you're saying right now. That you're profiling us. You're profiling us, and you're telling us that we're going.
That's what he's saying. That people were filming before 9/11, and they were filming
to scout out areas.
To scout out areas. So we're being looked at like we're scouting out areas.
When you guys are, we're telling you, you're free to do your business here, right? Did I say?
Is that what you're saying?
No, did I say you guys cannot do your business here? Yes or no?
Well, yeah, you're telling us that we can't film, we can't.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Our official business is.
What is your official business here?
Our official business is we're on a story and we're making a story. You're going to be on a story, so that's why I wanted your name.
What is your story, sir?
We're making a story on public photography and how people push you back and don't know the law.
How people are going to violate our constitutional rights.
Your constitutional right that goes for federal properties for the federal government.
You just proved right here what it says right here is. This right here pertains to what the First Amendment stands for. This is not violating our rights.
You come here talking to me. You've been filming the whole time I talked to you.
Are you being honest, sir? I'm just asking you. Are we intimidating you?
You guys are. You've called me Hitler.
Okay, I call you Hitler, but are we intimidating you?
You've called me a pervert.
Okay, look.
Yeah, it is kind of perverted for you to follow us around. Is kind of
on my private property. Then I'm patrolling to make sure everyone's.
No. You don't have to worry about somebody with a camera. If I had a gun or a knife or a weapon, a stick, a baton, anything, a taser, something. If I was flashing something around, then I would be a threat to you. We're not trying to do that. We're just here to film. And we weren't even here to film the mall. You made it about filming the mall.
If you want to talk to the mall manager, you go talk to the mall manager.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
I could give you their numbers.
No, let's go in. Let's go in.
It's not on this property. It's not the other property.
Blake, are you serious, man? Blake. Are you saying that we did any of that? This is your policy.
I'm letting you know what our other policies are.
But if you really felt that we were some way towards you, you allowed us to get into a company.
Yeah.
If we were terrorists, you would have been dead right now. If we wanted to do anything to you, you would have been
I'm
done.
advising you with customer service to help you.
Okay.
And I'm explaining you our policies.
Anybody's opinion or anything people say,
Oh, wow.
if it's not in a threatening manner, everything, it's freedom of speech, man. We could say anything we want. If he called you Hitler, how do you know that he knows what Hitler means? How do you know that he knows who that is?
You don't know the laws then, but I don't know, you don't know in history.
But see, I don't know. I didn't say it. You're trying to prove the point to me, prove the point to him. But I'm just saying, it's free speech. We're in a public space. We're in free speech right now.
If you're on the parking lot, you can film anytime you want.
You're wrong. It says right there that we can be here. It says it right on the wall. Go read it again for your clarification, sir.
There's also another updated policy at Topanga.
I don't think so. Right there, you just proved us that we're 100% able to film here, and you know that. That's why you want us to go to the other place where the updated policy is, right? Because you want us to see the other one that says, oh yeah, no, you can't be here. That one, you brought us, you drove us over here in this vehicle, B15900. You drove us over here in this vehicle to show us this sign that says that you said that it was going to tell us that we can't be here, but it proved you wrong.
Big reaction on me. It's not going to work.
No. I'm not asking for a reaction. We're not here for confrontation at all. No. Hey, brother, it's not about that. No, relax.
Leave me alone.
No.
You told me to go away.
Yeah, because I don't like people to follow me, because you want to profile me. No, you're following me because you're profiling me.
How am I profiling you?
Because you just proved it. Because you started talking about 9/11 and how people used to take video to
the actions of taking video of a property.
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. So you're profiling me, dude. I don't think so. You see, you're violating my rights, dude.
How many cameras do you have? You need to film this.
It doesn't matter. I have like 5 or 6 actually.
This is private property, sir.
No,
that's what it is.
No.
It's open to the public.
Yes, it is. It's open to the public. You said the magic words.
It's open to the public.
Let me look up the case law. Are you open to read the case law? Are you open to?
You're telling me about case law for
California case law. There's a California case law that states that anywhere in public you can't trump our rights.
That is outside.
No. Even in a private place, it was a mall. It was against the mall. Just to let you know.
What mall?
I'm gonna look it up right now. I got the case law. It's Pruneyard versus Robinson. Okay, you look it up. It's very common case law, and it says that as long as we're not causing a disturbance, which we haven't.
We got called over by the post office.
Yeah, but then they cleared that we were fine to be there. If you talk to the manager, Joe, if we walk over there and talk to Joe and he says we're fine to be there, will you get off our back?
The mall policies, and I'm advising you what the policies are.
I know. I understand what you're trying to do, and thank you for doing your job, but you can't trump our rights. And I just got off the phone with my lawyer. My lawyer said the case law is Pruneyard versus Robinson. Look it up, and then you'll educate yourself a little bit better, so that way you don't feel like you're harassing us and you don't feel like a pervert following us and stalking us.
So you call me pervert now?
No, I'm just saying that's because you're following us. You're following us, and that's what I feel that.
What have I said that was disrespectful to you, sir?
No, while you're following us, right? You're stalking us. I don't know why you're following us.
On the property.
I don't know why you're following us, sir.
I'm keeping an eye on the property because I advise you.
Well, thank you for doing your job. We're not trying to make a disturbance.
Video policies of this mall.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service.
And my hearts advise me to just keep an eye on you guys.
We'll call LA Universal and let them know you're doing an excellent job.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Have I been disrespectful to you?
Not at all, sir. Not at all. You deserve respect. Thank you. And thank you for trying to educate us, and thank you for giving us a ride over here, man. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I've also advised you policies, right?
Yes, you did.
I told you who you can go talk to get permission to film here without.
Yeah, and say it one more time on camera so we can get it on the record.
So you could go talk to the general manager of the Topanga Mall, they're the Westfield properties. They own this property, the Village, and the Topanga.
Okay.
So you could go talk to the call the Westfield general manager to get permission to film on the property to do any type of story you like.
Okay.
You have permission. Because if we allowed every person on here to come here with cameras to film through, we don't know what you're filming.
What about the hundreds of thousands of videos I see of patrons that are inside the stores filming, everything they can see, anything they can film?
They take a picture of their family. That is not,
No, they're taking video. They're putting videos online at the mall. Look it up. On YouTube, look it up on Instagram, pictures at the mall. Just look up pictures at the mall. Boom. and you're going to see a bunch of videos, a
But
bunch
are
of
they
pictures.
They're not going on with rigs, you know, filming everything on video.
A rig doesn't make a difference. I can hold it, or I can make it a rig so it's more
They're
stable.
not filming for continuously. For how long have you been filming, sir?
Well, it's for my safety at this point. I feel because you were following us. I want to know why you were following
Why did you get in the car
us.
with me if you felt unsafe?
Well, because for the same reason you showed us the policy, because
So
we
you felt-
wanted to get
so
the
you felt
truth.
unsafe with me.
Because we wanted to get the truth. That's why. It
And I
doesn't.
advised you with the policy.
We're here in peace, man. Bottom line, we're here in peace. Don't make a big deal about it. You say you don't want to get worked up, and you're getting worked up now. A little bit. A little bit. Admit that you got a little bit worked up.
I'm not getting worked up.
Just a little bit of high blood pressure.
So you're not getting worked up at all, sir?
No. I do this all the time. I film every day, so it's natural to me. Even if you call the cops out here, I'll educate them, and then they're going to educate you. So, I mean...
I'm letting you know the this is private property.
I understand. You already explained, and I understand, man.
And I'm
I
letting you
get
know
it.
our policies.
I get it.
You know,
I get it. I'll go talk to the other manager at the other store, and I got all the info on my camera, and you already said it like 3 or 4 times. I know you did, and I'm gonna put it out there that, you know, actually no, I'm not. I'm gonna go visit him. I'm not gonna call him. I'm gonna go visit him, and then we're gonna have a discussion just like me and you did, and then hopefully Blake, I'm gonna make sure that he talks to you when we make a decision. Maybe you were right, or maybe I was wrong, or maybe you were wrong. I don't know. I don't want to say you're wrong. Maybe I was right. Maybe you were right at this point. So I want to get clarification. I'm gonna go talk to your manager over there, and then if he says we're good, you know, like white on rice, then we're gonna come back like white on rice, man.
go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one, man.
Private property open to the public is still a stage for free speech. Pruneyard v. Robbins proves it. Stay calm, cite the ruling refuse intimidation, and film only from common areas without disrupting business. Knowledge plus composure turns a stalking accusation into a civics class and leaves the next auditor a clearer path. So let's carry that Pruneyard precedent beneath Westfield's neon skylights, where theory collides with security badges in real time. Roll into a glossy Westfield mall and watch 2 everyday creators ride a security cart straight to the control office, where policy squares off against Pruneyard-level free speech law. Guards shuffle rulebooks, cameras keep rolling, and the big question hangs in the air: who really calls the shots inside a privately owned public space?
How you doing? Yeah, I wanted to make a complaint. I had a run-in with one of your officers at the shopping center down the street.
I mean, you could come back tomorrow to talk to our director. He's here from, I believe, 8 to 5:30. His name is Ivan Hernandez.
Ivan Hernandez. Okay. And what do you know about filming in common places in the?
To be honest, for that you would have to talk to a supervisor, not me.
You're not aware of
No,
that?
because I'm not outside regardless. I'm always in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it. Is there anybody we can talk to? Maybe a supervisor right now, or?
Give me a second. Let
Yeah.
me-
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
Well, good, good.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you can recite your policy about filming in common places in this public
Are you guys
accessible.
working for any company or anything like that?
No, we don't work for the news or media. I mean, you know, it's for like for it's to extend our free speech forum. So
Okay.
we're out here exercising free speech, and we're actually documenting that. So we just wanted to educate anybody that came up to us that, you know, filming in a public common area
So what
is.
you guys do, where you put it? You put it in YouTube or any channel outside? I don't know
Well,
what you guys do.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just doing a story. It's just a free speech story. So whoever picks it up, they'll post it if they want it. So, you know, that's why we wanted to see and couldn't get the policy directly, because we were on the other property where the theater's at, just in the parking lot, and across the street, like what is it, Topanga and.
Topanga, over there by Oxnard.
Okay. So what are you guys doing over there?
We were actually just walking through in the parking lot because we went to the post office.
Okay.
And one of the officers that was driving around started following us, and he was asking us, you know, well, actually he was telling us that we couldn't be there.
Right.
And we hadn't even had a chance to conduct our business, so we're telling him to go ahead and go away. We're gonna conduct our business, and we're gonna be on our way. and he just stood there. So we just started filming him just to document that he was actually, in fact, blocking traffic and doing whatnot. You know, so.
You know, I believe you guys, you know, coming to the mall and shopping. You know, I don't have any problem with that. You know, we have a rules the same like you guys have a rules in your house. You know what I mean? So you can come in and talk to somebody for the office Monday to Friday. The mall open the office 8:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you look up? There's a California case law.
Okay.
It's a case law. So it's something that went to court, and it was proven that. You know, filming in public areas.
Extra copy, can you show me?
You can look it up on YouTube. Just go to Google Pruneyard versus Robbins.
Okay.
Pruneyard versus Robbins, and you're going to see the case law pop up. It's an official. This is the law. Okay. So it tells you there a little bit of our free speech forum today that we're practicing our free speech. So, you know, we haven't been bothered in the mall, but he actually told us that we couldn't film at all. We had to get written permission and all this, you know. So in other words, he was trying to kick us off the property. So we came straight here because I figured this is the supervisor's office, so we wanted to go straight to the source, you know.
Okay.
So that's why we're here. So I guess we'll come back and talk to, who was it again?
Well, I'm Robert, one of the supervisors.
Okay.
You're welcome to come into shopping anytime.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. You know, we have a rules. If you have extra copy, can you show me what you told me, like a check on YouTube? I will. I'm going to check.
Just it's not on YouTube. You just go to the internet and search on Google.
Okay.
Pruneyard versus Robbins.
Okay.
Pruneyard Shopping Center versus Robbins. I can actually show you. I'll show you right now.
I don't have any problem with you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
You know.
Thank you for respecting our right to be here and to film this interaction.
You know, I have a rules to follow.
This is it right here. Pruneyard Shopping Center versus Robbins. And if you go ahead and read it, and that's exactly how I typed it in. You want to get on your camera? I know you're filming. It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, Pruneyard versus Robbins.
I believe you.
Yeah. So look it up, and then you're gonna be educated on what we're doing today. I mean, I'm not telling you that you have to, but right here it actually tells you that because you guys have a policy, it explains here that because you have a policy, that doesn't trump our rights. Okay. It doesn't trump the first, you know, the freedom of.
I don't have any problem.
Yeah. It doesn't trump the freedom of free press.
Okay.
Okay? So check that out. I want you to be educated
but you have a problem with filming. You keep saying you don't have a problem with the shopping, but do you have a problem with filming?
We have a rules in the same way you have a rules in your house.
So what are the rules on filming?
I mean,
that's what we're asking. You know.
That's why, I mean, we have policies, we have a rules and all this stuff like that.
We saw the policies. Actually, your officer over there let us get into his vehicle.
Okay.
And he drove us over to the placard on the wall that stated that, you know, he said that it was going to tell us that we couldn't be there, and it actually said that as long as we were filming in a peaceful manner, not disturbing anybody, not violating people's, not being aggressive and intimidating, that we were, or threatening, that we were able and free to film there. So that's what he took us to go see on the wall. But after we explained to him that, look, what it says on the wall is that we're able to do this as long as we're at peace. Okay. So, and he still insisted that we come here to speak to a manager or supervisor, because he said that when I came here, they were going to tell me that I could not go back to that property with a camera and that we could not be here with a camera. So I just want to get the facts. I'm not trying to break the law. We're not here to break the law. No, we're practicing our free speech, like I said. And, we don't want to get arrested. You guys call the cops on us. So we're just trying to be educated on both sides, you know?
Forbidden, nobody show up.
Yeah.
How do you feel about filming in the mall?
Well, why I need to do it?
In the public areas where there's seating.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, how, like, what would you, if you've seen somebody out there, is that going to be a problem?
We have a lot of people that are not feeling comfortable. The same way, how you feeling to do that job for me? How you feel?
Right, but let me tell you this though, people's feelings are not going to trump.
I couldn't hear you.
It doesn't trump the rights, you know. Somebody, because they feel a certain way, I don't have to be worried about how you feel that what I'm doing is making you feel a certain way. That is not my thoughts to think of what you're feeling. You understand? Yes, so I'm not going to be concerned about what anybody's feeling. There could be like 30, 50, 100 sad faces out there. And then, you know, you get those people that are like, hey, what's up? All right. You know, and then they're like flexing and they're having a good time. They like to be on film. So there can be 30, 50, 100, 1,000 sad faces. I'm not worried about that. I'm exercising my free speech to film and document as we're practicing free speech and trying to educate other people that are wondering what we're doing in the public common area, is what it's called, a public common area where there's seating or where there's food. We're able to actually turn our cameras on and be there and film and not have anybody approach us. So that's what we're doing, if you were wondering, because I'm sure you got a call from over there, and it was, what was his name? Blake. Yeah, it was Blake. So anyways, I guess
You're welcome to come and talk to my boss.
Okay.
It's glad to be here.
But you know, at this moment, because we're in the mall now, we just want to know, because we're going to be filming as we walk out and walk back to where we came from.
Well, I'm going to talk to my boss right now. I'm going to let you know you guys came and talked to me and explained me all that.
Yeah.
And we're going from there.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And like I said, we're not trying to violate the law or anybody's rights, you know, anybody's privacy rights or whatever, because when you're in public, you don't expect privacy in public. If you want privacy, you have to create it. You have to go behind closed doors, close the shutters, you know, get tinted windows, you know. You have to create privacy for yourself if you're in public. If you're at home, in your residence, at your private place, that's where you create privacy. You understand? So people's fear of my private rights and this and that doesn't apply to when you're in public. But we know that we're not supposed to film in certain areas in the mall. We understand that. And I know that there are areas, like I explained, the seating areas and whatnot, food courts and stuff like that, that per this law that I explained to you, says that we have the right to do that. Okay? I appreciate it. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Don't want to waste your time or anything, you know, but here we are, man. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All right, thanks. And what was your name one more time, sorry?
Robert.
Robert? Do you have a badge number, Robert?
No. I mean, I have a badge, but
There's no significance?
Yeah, we're going with the name.
Okay, Robert, huh?
Yes, sir.
There's only one Robert here, security?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You're the supervisor, right?
Yes.
Is there like a certain shift that you're here, mornings or nights, or?
Well, you can come in and talk to my boss. You guys want?
Private malls can post all the placards they want, but once the public is invited in the First Amendment, walks through the doors too. Stick to seating zones, stay courteous, cite Pruneyard v. Robbins, and document every exchange. Knowledge plus composure turns a policy violation into a live civics lesson and keeps tomorrow's auditors a step ahead. Now let's carry those hard-won First Amendment lessons from the mall atrium to the precinct plaza. A lone auditor strolls up to LAPD's Topanga station face masked against the sun camera rolling, and instead of hostility, a lieutenant steps forward, strips off the usual blue-line bravado, and opens a raw conversation on past shootings' privacy and the power of civilian lenses. Can a simple sidewalk dialogue crack years of mistrust?
AV Watchman, everybody. Visit AV Watchman, like, subscribe to his channel, check out his content.
Morons, right? Morons. You find it funny? We're morons? We're morons? You laugh about it, so why was that? Today's a wake-up call, buddy.
You guys have the right to
Yeah, we do.
exercise your First Amendment. Please go ahead. I'm just here to give you my information, okay? And that's all.
We're going to do a whole emergency question. How many times have you citizens complained against you? Honestly.
Against me?
Yeah.
None.
No, that's good then.
Yes, sir.
That's really good. How about for the members in your department? How many times have you guys killed unarmed people?
I can't. Okay. You guys
You
go
don't want to
ahead.
answer that, sir?
Hey, ask me a reasonable question.
That
I
is
answer
reasonable.
reasonably. Okay, but the question you're asking me, I don't have the
When you
knowledge.
guys pull people
nor
over,
I have
you're
the
asking, you're on
statistics.
probation or parole, right? I'm asking you, have you ever been investigated by Internal Affairs?
Yes.
Oh, you have? So that means you have done something dirty and crooked. What happened?
No, I mean, things happen. I have almost 12 years on the job, and
Are you sorry for what you've done?
oh, so
Are you sorry for what you've done?
I haven't done anything that I'm sorry about that.
You have to-
I'm here to protect and serve, and I'm here to provide the best quality of service that I can, and that's what I do day in and day out, sir. Okay?
Okay, so you remember that oath?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what I do. I put on this uniform to help people every day. Every day I put my uniform on. That's my only goal.
Okay.
My only mission. Okay?
Okay.
And
That's good to hear.
absolutely.
There's a
sir.
lot of cops who have forgotten their oath, man.
Listen, man. I hope you see where I'm coming from just by talking to me a little bit. Okay? I don't know what everybody else does, but I can vouch for myself. I do what's right, and I do what I think is the best.
So if you caught a cop doing something he shouldn't have been doing, would you turn him in?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I'm a supervisor. To me, is looking for the best interest of the public and the citizens. Okay, that's all. That's what I do. Every day I come to work.
What's your name?
I'm Sergeant Sadeh, sir. S-A-D-E-H. Sadeh. S-A-D-E-H.
Okay, very nice to meet you.
Hey, appreciate the handshake, man. Do I get one from you?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Hey, you guys take care, okay? You have any questions? You can always ask for me. Be more than happy to answer your questions, brother. Okay?
All right, thank
you.
you.
Can I ask you a question?
What was that?
What do you feel about public photography and people filming, while on duty? A lot of officers push us away because we're out here exercising our right to keep you transparent.
Absolutely, man. You know what? LAPD is all about transparency now. As you see, we have our own cameras too, okay? So I love this.
I'm not hiding anything, man. I
man.
just want you to see I'm plain and simple, just like you, man. We're not hiding anything. The mask is really just for the
You guys
weather.
sound very intelligent, and I'm giving you my honest answer that comes from the heart.
But I just want you to know that we want to be transparent as well.
Absolutely, you are too, man. I appreciate that. Okay, I respect you for taking that thing off. Okay, I thank you very much.
We're regular people, man. We should be able to get along together.
Hey, forget about this. Forget about the uniform.
So answer my question again, one more time. What about, how do you feel about that, where officers are pushing us back? And
a lot of it might be a lack of knowledge. They don't know how much rights you have, what is it to exercise your First Amendment. But I think eventually everyone's going to start coming together and kind of learning what it is that you guys are doing. Okay?
Right.
And in my honest opinion, I think we are getting better. I'm sure you can vouch for that, at least to some extent. As long as there is no one's private information being recorded, as you agree, pretty much,
right,
everything else is fine, man.
Let me also comment on that. Real quick, if you don't mind, because the radio dispatch puts out names, addresses, date of birth, even driver's license numbers sometimes, and it's all public record. That's all in the airwaves. So when you say privacy, what are we talking about?
You know what? Sometimes, like at the stations, people come to file reports, and sometimes there's a lot of confidential information. I'm not talking about the driver licenses and things like that. I'm not talking about those things, but there might be some incident that happened to them. You know what? Like domestic violence, like an attack investigation, something of that nature that maybe.
Yeah, we respect that.
That's it, and I know you guys do.
Yeah.
You guys know your rights better than we do.
The thing is that we're out here not to. It's really not to record the victim. It's to make sure that we stay transparent. The community versus, I guess, the blue line, if that's what you want to call it. I don't understand what that blue line is about, but I think it's causing division between the community.
We're all human, we're all people, okay? And I'll watch you guys' video, not maybe specifically you, but other people that do your line of work, and I love them a lot. They do provide a lot of good information to the community. A lot of the times, like this type of conversation we have, it kind of prevents misunderstandings. Okay, there might be an issue that maybe I don't know about or you don't know about, and us talking will be resolve it.
Yep. I mean, I've talked to other lieutenants and sergeants in other divisions, and it seems like, well, what I want to do is kind of build more of a relationship between the community and the, all the divisions, all the LAPD, all of the sheriffs, and make sure that they understand that we're not out here to, to harass you or to harm you or to put your information out there. We're just out there to be transparent.
And I love it.
Yeah, we're out there to be transparent. We want to film what you guys are doing. If something goes wrong, we want to catch that.
Absolutely.
Because maybe you didn't catch it, maybe something is dropped, maybe something happens. And it also benefits even you in some case, because what if something happens to you, they attack you, then
It's
you know?
camera.
Yeah, so
I'm not arguing whatsoever. You're absolutely right. You're right. I'm just here to answer any other question as I have been. Okay.
anyways, I don't want to waste any more
All
of
right,
your
man.
time.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you,
okay?
sir.
Hey,
Thank you for being
guys be
transparent
safe.
today. You've been awesome.
Hey, you know what? That's all it's about.
That's right.
You guys be safe. Have a good night. If you ever have any questions, like I said, man, it's a Panda Division. Come here. Ask for us.
Thank you.
If I'm not here, every other supervisor will provide you the same service that I have. Okay? I'm
I
sure you
appreciate
guys are
that.
happy.
Thank you
That's
so
all
much.
it is. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
Respect to you guys, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we decided to go in there a little strong today, and by doing that, by standing strong, look at how they.
Accountability isn't a street fight, it's a two-way lens. When officers meet cameras with conversation acknowledging rights, inviting questions, transparency wins, and the blue line fades into a shared community line. So keep filming, keep talking, and let respectful dialogue be the sharpest tool in your First Amendment kit.